here we go. So I have to start the recording again. So here is the laptop. At the laptop, its current price, 100% of it, 100% of it is $479.56. They had a sale, and they said we're going to take 30%, 38% out. 10, 20, 30, 30, whatever, 38%. Now, you're obviously not going to pay $479 anymore because they took 38% away and they left you with 62% of the original price. What is that price? Because this is what you're going to have to pay now, right? That's what you're responsible for. So let's figure out what the price is after the reduction. So $479.56 was the original, but you're only paying for 62% of it. I'm going to multiply that by 0.62. If you do that, and if my calculator, it works, 479.56 times 0.62, which is what you're paying for, you're left with $297.33 rounded. So now the new price is $297.33. Okay, so I'm going to draw another bar model. All right, so the sale is going on, right? Customers come into the store, and they don't know that there was a price reduction. They just know that there was. They don't know anything. The store took 38% away, and you come into the store and you look at the price and it says $293, and that's what you have to pay for. So you're responsible for that full amount, right? So this is the price after the reduction. This is $0, right? So now the sale goes on. Let's pretend it's Christmas time and the sale is out. Whoever had the chance to buy it at a discount price bought it, and those who didn't come back, I don't know, 2 weeks later. And 2 weeks later, it's too late because the store said, you know what, the sale's over. We're going to increase the price by 65%. So we're going to take that. So 100%? It's now. We're going to tack on 65% of $297, and we have our new price of the laptop. So now you play with this amount. Right, $479, you can forget about it. So $297.33, which was that price. Now the store raised it up by 65%. So we're gonna go times 165% or change it to a decimal, right? And we're going to get 297.33 times 1.65, and the price now jumped all the way to $490.59. And that's it. Now, a more direct way of doing this would have been, hey, here's 479.56, and what are we going to do first? We multiply by 0.62. We found our number, and then what did we do then? We multiplied by 1.65. So if all you wanted is your answer, you would have gotten, all you had to do was those three. Multiply those three. You would have gotten straight to the answer. Or you can do it in parts if you want to, work on understanding the problem. Okay. All right, this one, I'm pretty sure this one was on the test last year, so you might want to put a little circle around this question. So we have three guys, Larry, Curly, and Mo, and says Larry wants to collect 25% more than Mo. 25% more than Mo. So whatever Mo had, tack on 25% of whatever Mo had. More than Mo. More than Mo. Curly wants to collect 35% more than Larry. She said Mo. More than Larry. And Larry wants to collect 25% more than Mo. Curly wants to collect 35% more than Larry. If the students met their goals and Larry collects 124, how much they? So we know that this, after Larry collected 25% more than Mo, he had $124. So we're missing a value here and a value here to figure out how much they collected in all. So the one thing we know is that Larry collected 25% more than Mo, which is $124. So the question you should be asking is, what is $124, which is what Larry has, is 125% of what number? Right, because that's what happened here. 124 represents 25% more than what Larry had. So here's than Mo had. So here's what Mo had. Mo had a certain quantity, which we don't know, right? I don't know that quantity. You put in 25%, and that is 124. So this is what Larry has. Larry has 125% more than Mo. I'll put Mo over here. Now we don't know what Mo started with, which you can, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So we have to find out 124 is 125% of what number, and once we find the number, we find what Mo has. So let's set up that, and again, I don't know if you want to do the equation of proportions, up to you. So the part is 124. The percent, I'm going to write it as 1.25, and the whole, which is what Mo had, is what we're trying to find out. Divide both sides by 125, 1.25. And 124 divided by 1.25 equals $92. So $99.20. So Mo had $99.20, which I should write over here. Okay. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this problem. I'm going to add an extra step here. So pretend Mo. Let's go back to. Take 2 steps back. Let's pretend Mo had $99, so that's percent. This is 100%. So let's pretend Mo had, and I'll write Mo here. Mo had $99.20. Okay. And then Larry is going to have whatever Mo has plus 25% of whatever Mo has. So Larry is going to have whatever Mo had plus 25% more, which is going to take him to 125. Let's see if that number is actually 124. That's what I'm looking for. Right? So, again, A equals PW. In this case, the part's what I'm trying to find out, so that's going to stay here. The percent is going to be 1.25, and W, which is what Mo had, 99.2. So that should give me 124. 1.25 times 99.2. Look at that. It gives me 124. And that was just to confirm this step here that we just did. So now we know what Mo has, $99.20. Larry has 25% more than Mo. So whatever Mo has plus 25% of that quantity included, which is 124. And then Larry has 35%. Sorry, Curly has 35% more than Larry. Well, let's find out what Curly has. So here's what Larry has. I'm going to draw a bar model. Right now, Larry has $124. So Curly is going to have whatever Larry has, and we're going to add on 35% of whatever Larry has to here. So that's going to take us to 135%. So what is that number? All right, so this one we can set a proportion just to be different. That's 100. The percent is 135%. Okay. Our base is 124. And our part, right, is what we're trying to find out. So this is going to be x. Cross multiply, you get 100x. 124 times 135 equals 16,740, which we're going to divide by 100. And x equals $167.40. Now you can add all three and find the answer. All right, so that one wants a little bit more work. 3, write an expression to represent the cost of an item X with a discounted price of 32%. So again, think of something 0, 100%. The cost of an item is $0 here, right? Represents 0%. and the cost of the item is X right now, right? Which represents, if you take 32% away, if you take 32% away, you are left with 68%. That's what you're gonna, what do you call, pay for, right? So this is what you're responsible for. So how do we write an expression to find that value? Well, it would be the original price times 0.68, and that's the expression, or 0.68x, right? Because that's, you're taking 68% of the original value. That's the expression. Write an expression again to represent the cost of something, of time, of something. So it doesn't matter what it is. Write an expression represents the cost of Y after discount 15%, a second discount 25%, and then a sales tax of 8.875. So let's say you bought something, right, and you got two discounts, one discount after the other, and then you had to pay tax. What would be your final, right? Your final, what do you call, price? So the price of my item is Y. I'm going to multiply first by what happens after I get a 15% discount. After I get a 15% discount, I'm responsible for 85%. After I get and then you get a new price, and once you get your new price, so here we go. Here was 0, right? You had the price Y. You took 15% away. You're left with 0.85. So this is what you have to pay for first, right? Now that bar becomes your new price, right? And I'm going to call this Y times 0.85. And this is 100% because we have a brand new price. And they're going to take 25% of it. So from there, they take 25%, and you're left with 75%. How do you find that 75%? So what are you responsible for? You're responsible for this, which is the price that was the new price, right? After the 15% discount times 0.75. And then once you find, once your price drops, so here's your price. It dropped once, it dropped twice. Now this is the new price that you have, and now you have to pay taxes. Once you pay taxes, taxes is subtracting by you adding to 100%, right? So it's going to be, so think about it, 100% plus, right? You're paying for 100% of your item plus 8.8875, which becomes 108.8875, and then you want to change that to a decimal. It'd be 1.088875. So to find the price of your item, Y, after two discounts and a tax, this is the expression that you would use. We didn't do percent change. The 5 is gone. 7. All right. So Tim buys a chair. Right. He buys a chair for $87. Fixes, paints it, and then he's going to increase it by 39%. So think about it again. Here it is. Buys a chair for $87, right? And then from that price, he's going to figure out, he's going to increase it by 39%. 39% of who? Of 87. So that's going to take us to 139%, right? This is what you're looking for. So you're doing 87 times 1.39. 87 times 1.39. So the price, right? The selling price. I'm gonna write here the selling price would be 87 times 1.39, which brings us to 120.93 cents. So that would be his resale price. The person buying the old rocking chair paid taxes of $12.50. Find the price including the taxes. So Tim fixed the chairs. He puts it in the window. Has a price tag $120. I come to the store. I want to buy it. I'm going to have to pay $120.93 for the chair plus 12.15% in taxes. So my price, right, my buying price going to be the $120.93 plus the taxes, right? Now, if you add taxes, I'm responsible for 100%. So again, bar model is just there as a visual. So let me do the bar model here. 0%, 100%. So I walk into the store and I have to pay for this whole value, which is 120.93. Agreed? But I have to pay taxes, and the tax is going to add on 12.15%. So it's going to add on 12.50%, which is going to take it to 112.15. So I need to find what is my final price, which is going to include the 120.93 plus the taxes. So to find that out, we're going to multiply 120.93 times 112.15%. We're going to change it to a decimal. It's going to be 1.1215. And times 1.1215. Final price is going to be $135.62. Percent change. No, actually it's not a percent change. So 194 population in 2012 was 986. It went up by 16%, guys. So when it up, right, we're gonna add 100 plus 16, so it's gonna be 116%. So it went up. We're gonna multiply that by 116. And then in 2014, the population increased by another 12%. So 12% is 100. Right, to show the increase of 12%, it's 100 plus 12, which is 112%. And we're going to multiply that by 1.12. So that's the expression that you're going to use. So 986 times 1.16 times 1.112 equals 1,281.01. So although that's the answer, we're going to, in the context of this story, obviously we can't have 0.1 of a person. We'll round it to 1,282. Okay. Percent discount. So again, that comes later, not later, but next Monday. Taylor purchased sweater. The original price is $48. She used a coupon to receive a 15% discount. The website applied 8% fee to the service. Taylor sweater was less than the original price by what percent? Okay, so this one I'm going to leave alone. Okay, percent of change. We'll talk about that. Okay, so a kitchen set costs the store. So the store buys a kitchen set for $915. Then they raise the price by 55% of $915. What is the customer pay? All right, so 0, 100%, $915. So this is what the store is paid for. Right? So you are going to pay for that plus 55% more, because this is what the store is going to make from you, right? So this is the markup. So that takes us to 155%. So this is the price that we're looking for. So that's easy. So the selling price, or the price for the customer, is going to be 915 times 1.55. That's going to give us 915 times 1.5, which is going to be 1,418.25. So that's what you and I pay for. 12. I'm going to dinner apparently. So again, this one we have to separate. Dinner, tax, and tip. This unfortunately can't be one. Dinner was $134. Well, wait, $1,345.28. Let's calculate the tip. Sorry, let's calculate the tax. So the tax is going to be that times the tax. Right? So in this case, I don't want to know what the price of my dinner with the tax. I just want to know what the tax is. So if I only want to find the tax, I multiply it by this, which is 0.08875, and that's going to give me the tax. 1345.28 times 0.08875. Apparently the tax is $119.39. That's a lot of tax. Now the tip was 19%. So again, we talked briefly about this. The tip should be based on this, on the food. So when you calculate the tip, you want to leave a 19% tip for the staff. You are going to base it on the food. Don't add the dinner and tax and then base it on that. So just base it on the dinner. So we're going to multiply that. We got to figure out what 19% of 1,345 is. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.19. Top one was 119.39. And this one is going to be a little bit more. 1345.28 times 0.19. The tip is going to be $255.60. Yeah. And then you add it up. 255.60 plus 119.39 plus 1345.28. And you get a grand total of that. Yeah, tax and tip. Big chunk. 13. Alright, so again, this one you can be pretty straightforward. They're only at what was the sale price, was it taxed to nearest cent. So we had the regular price, so they're not asking for the discount, they're not asking you what was this discount, how much was the discount, they're not asking how much was the sales tax. They just go to the register, let the machine do everything, and let the machine just tell you what the final price is. So 187.99. But think about it, if what happens to your price if you get a 19% discount, it means that you're going to be paying for 81% or 0.81. And then they're going to add a tax of 3.45. Remember, so if we're adding, the tax is going to be 100 plus 3.45, which is going to take us to, so 100% plus 3.45 is going to take you to 103.45. And you change that to a decimal, you get 1.0345. So multiply all three numbers times 0.81 times 1.0345. You get $157.52. Let's see, another food, 65, tax and tip. So again, this one you have to do separately. So food, 65, tax and tip. So to find the tax, I need to know what the tax is, right? I don't need to know what the food plus tax is. I'm not adding it to 100. So if you actually have to find the actual amount of the tax, it's just 65 times this number here. 0.08225, 0.08225, and the actual tax is $5.35 rounded. So near something. Then you have to find the tip. So again, we go back. Right, $65. The tip was 20% or 0.2. Right, and this tip is $13. Right, 65%, 20% of 65. So I actually need to know what 20% of 65 is, which is 13. I have my three values. I got to add plus 13. That gives me grand total of $83.35. All right. 15% of change. We haven't talked about that. What was the original? So laundry detergent is on sale for $5.50. This represents a 47% discount from the original. So maybe you want to figure this out. So here we go. The laundry detergent at some point had this value. Somebody took 47% away. 3, 40, 5, 6, 7, 40. They took that much away, and they said Well, if they take 47% away, you're left with 53%. And apparently, if you take 47% away, you're left with $5.50. So that's the price you're paying. So now the question is, what was your original price? Right? You took 53% of a number, right? 53% of a number is 550. Right? What's the original number? So let's phrase that as a question. 53% of what number is $5.50? Because that's what you did, right? You're paying 53% of this number, and you end up paying $5.50. So, percent proportion if you want. 100, 53 goes here, right? The percent goes there. Of what number? Again, remember, is and of. Of what number is what we're trying to find out. So we call this x, and we put 550 on the top. If you want to use the percent equation, the part in this case is 550. The percent as a decimal is 0.53. And the original price, W, is going to be like that. So cross multiply, we get 550 equals 53x. We're going to divide both sides by 53. Sorry, 53. And x equals whatever, 550 divided by 53. And the original price of this laundry detergent was $10.38 rounded. Again, same thing here, divide by 0.53, divide by 0.53, 5.50 divided by 0.53. You're going to get the exact same number. W equals, or the original price equals $10.38. Whichever one you pick, it's fine. Is that it? All right.